Hey, what's going on guys? Skit Gaming here, and today I have some Blood and Iron general tips. Let's get into it. Tip number 1. Play your role. Don't waste it. For example, if you're a bugler, do not throw yourself at the enemy line. It's a waste of resources and it's a waste of morale. Plus people will call you a noob. Rather, stay back with your comrades and play the bugle for them. This will give them buffs and could just change the tide of battle. Every person has a role to play, no matter how boring or how dangerous. Tip number 2. Take advantage of buffs when possible. As mentioned in the previous tip, some classes, such as the Fifer, the Bugler, and the Officer, will give special buffs to allied soldiers who are near them. These buffs can give you plenty of helpful advantages, such as making you swing a sword faster. Be sure to stay near one of these special classes as often as you can. Tip number 3. Do not, I repeat, do not humor the soup man. There's one of these per every 5 servers or so. Some sapper who will take it upon himself to build his own shop and give soup to passing soldiers for free. They seem harmless and sweet at first glance, but the second someone damages their shop, they will charge out in an angry rage with a massive axe. If you value your life, you should just avoid the soup man altogether. Tip number 4. Use cover to its greatest extent. I briefly mentioned cover in my rifleman video, and it is very important, because it doesn't matter if you're walking or you're crouching or reloading, someone on the opposite team will try to shoot you. A good defense against this is hiding behind the numerous obstacles found in almost every map. Whether you're weaving through trees or sneaking behind buildings, walls will keep you safe and concealed. You can also use non-collidable things such as shrubs and foliage to hide in, and leap out when they least expect it like a ninja. Tip number 5. Possess the video game bravery of 3 men. There's staying back for fear of death, and then there's the bonsai charge down the enemy's throats. That, surprisingly, works better than just playing it safe. Don't take stupid risks, but if there's the slightest hint of surprising an enemy or 3 with a melee attack, take it. Those brief moments of action are serious game changers. Tip number 6. Communicate with your team. Every bit of information that you provide can save your teammates' lives and win the entire battle. Don't be that silent lone wolf player who charges in on his own. You will die, your team will be discouraged, and the enemy will have one less threat to worry about. Rather, try to collaborate with others on your team to form strategies that will lead you to victory. Tip number 7. Use the zoom out feature as much as possible. In third-person mode, you can easily see around corners and over obstacles without exposing yourself to the enemy. And you can get a greater look at what is going on around you. Tip number 8. Do not play Matador and wait until the enemy is right on top of you before you fire. If you try and wait to see the whites of their eyes, they will stab you, and that's no fun. Tip number 9. Probably the most important tip. Don't ever attack a Fifer unless he tries to kill you. If you do kill a Fifer, the resulting reaction is similar to you killing a village chicken in Skyrim. Your comrades will desert you, and your enemies will relentlessly hunt you down and teabag your body. Tip number 10. Try not to get too caught up in the game. Sure, stupid things that shouldn't happen do, and sometimes your team is completely incompetent. But in the end, it is still a game that someone made for people to enjoy. There's always next round to exact your revenge. That's all for this time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, there's a little button below the video you can click to like the video. If you want to support my channel, subscribe with the slightly larger, bright red subscribe button. Skit Gaming signing out. Goodbye.